Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Bucs are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Falcons, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line, between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Galladay. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now Goff on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he fires one incomplete. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas. And it's third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now Goff on third and goal. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Again, a run with Thompson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, it's Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Dre Archer. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Ingram again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
In motion left goes a tight end. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They toss to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the big tight end shifting around. Here's Goff. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jared Goff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Prescott now on second down. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Powers through him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. 1st and goal here from the 9. They'll run here with Ingram. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. Running right through him. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. He's got a first down past the 30. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They run it here with Thompson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body bros guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On the ground, it's Thompson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Prescott. He's got Fuller. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows He's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second and 10. Goff again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's gone. To the right and complete to Galladay. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. Ingram. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Ooh, the juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
Here's Gall under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Gall. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball. What happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. B.J. Goodson from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is Archer. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Goff on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. B.J. Goodson in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Thompson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Thompson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now a play fake here on 1st down, and he will find his man on the outside. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Prescott now on 2nd down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter.
Cool.